Tonight on Bachelor Pad.
You stayed with Chris in here last night.
You said we weren't friends.
We're not friends.
Then I did nothing wrong.
He completely blindsided me.
It's just tough when you have, like, no one to turn to, you know?
Hates it.
Caitlin just flat out lying to me?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Caitlin. Who are you voting for?
This would be so boring if it just went by the book. I know, right? Thank God for us. I know.
This is the craziest season ever.
In the beginning, we found out fans were on the show.
You're one of our fans.
I'm a huge fan.
The fans don't deserve to be here. I think you're an ugly loser. Your plan is not going to work.
I'm the last fan standing, and I think I'm the next to go.
Just don't be dishonest to me. I hate that.
Reed tried to get everyone to vote Ed off, but it just blew up in his face.
Bachelor Pad is a sick, deceptive place.
Partner up, right? Jamie and Blakely both have feelings for me. I think I basically have them eating at the palm of my hand.
Chris is the wild card in all of this. He's partners with Blakely, but hooking up with Jamie, but doesn't really like either of them. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Do you have an issue with me taking your partner?
Wait, you're taking my partner?
Tonight, Chris is probably going to make things even worse for himself.
Promise me you're still my partner till the end.
I mean, I'm not gonna make you that promise right now. I need to get the guys to vote Blakely off.
You would like to send Blakely home?
Yes. Before she gets the girls to vote me out.
I don't think I can vote for Blakely. Blakely and Chris were a huge part of our alliance. There's no reason to vote out someone in our alliance. Like, what are you thinking?
Chris's aggressive nature has certainly put a target on his back, and it makes it difficult to defend him.
To shake things up right now is stupid.
It's not shaking it up.
Everybody else is voting with the Alliance, and Chris is voting for personal reasons.
I'm getting feedback from people in our alliance. They're questioning the things that you're doing right now.
The best thing I have done is traded in Blakely and Jamie for someone new.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
I was so shocked tonight. I mean, I really thought Donna and Reed were gonna stay. I was really sure that Blakely was going home. And then to hear Ed's name hit me again. Couldn't believe it. So the 4 power couples left in the house are Chris and Blakely, Kayla and Lindsay, Rachel and Michael, and Ed and Jacqueline.
Hearing my name called was a huge relief. The past couple of weeks have been mind-boggling. I don't know how I'm still here.
You're a winner, not a loser.
I could not be more thankful for the people that have supported me and have just been there from day one.
I am so disappointed in Reed. So disappointed.
I was like, don't let that door hit you on the way out.
Reed.
Like, what a dummy. Dummy McDummer scene, like, so stupid.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm on cloud 9. Bachelor Pad is about the money for me, but it's an added bonus if you find something romantically with someone here.
Cheers to a more stress-free Bachelor Pad.
Cheers.
Cheers. I think that tonight was the most pivotal move that we've made in the game thus far. Reed needed to go, and it makes me feel so good that he's gone because that was my initial idea. What?
How'd your vote go?
I mean, I like stuck to the plan, but
Yes, so did I.
apparently other people didn't.
Yes, so did I. But I want to make it seem like I didn't so that we're not right now, which we clearly are. Tonight was so emotional and so tough. I mean, I really thought Donna and Reed were going to stay. Now I'm the last fan standing, and I'm going to fight till the end. I think I get a good shot at winning the challenge tomorrow, and if I don't, I'm still not giving up. Who do you think went rogue?
Kaylin and Lindsay have never been on our side.
They have that couples trust combination, save each other type of feel. I knew that that was a threat, and I figured the only way to do it was to try to go after that this time, and it didn't work.
I'm really in quite a predicament because I don't have a partner right now. I don't have any one person here who I'm really good friends with, who I can really trust. And unfortunately, my future is not looking bright.
I think it's just a battle for the challenges now. If I win it, obviously I'm taking you, and you'll get the rose, and I hope it's the same way with you. That's the only way I'm gonna stay here is if I win a challenge.
Hey, hey.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
Hey, guys, come on in.
We're finally relieved that this rose ceremony is over with, and we just want to celebrate and relax. And then all of a sudden, Chris Harrison shows up with like another surprise. Surprise.
All right, guys. First of all, congratulations. 14 of you left, all of you, one step closer to $250,000. Now, I know you thought you were done tonight, but you have a little work to do.
What's that?
We're all exhausted, and Chris Harrison walks in and tells us that the next challenge begins now.
These are surveys. Going to be some very personal questions. I urge you to be very open, very honest.
Clearly something's gonna happen with the challenge tomorrow based on these questionnaires. Things are about to get really ugly.
Look, nobody said Bachelor Pad was easy. Have a good night. I'll see you in the morning.
I see the direction this is going. I expect lots of tears. It's who's the ugliest, who's the smartest, who's the fattest. So pretty much every answer is either me or Erica.
What kind of sick joke is this?
Everybody come on out. Welcome to your next competition.
Oh my God. This looks fun.
We walk outside, and honestly, it's a pretty impressive set. Straight off game show heaven. It's like we're back in the 80s, and I think this is gonna be hysterical.
Guys, you ready for your next competition? Last night you filled out some surveys. So today you will be playing the Bachelor Pad game show. First round, love and romance trivia. Round 2, a little something we call Who Said That?
We filled out surveys last night. There were definitely some questions on there that I answered very honestly. So I'm a little nervous going into it.
The one man and one woman who score the best will get the roses. You are safe at the next rose ceremony. And the one man and the one woman who put up the worst score will be penalized. They will have one vote against them going into the rose ceremony.
I know that this game show is about to get emotional. I've seen this before. I've seen what emotional challenges like this do, and, you know, it just doesn't go well.
Ladies, you will start off first. Let's come on up, find your seat. Let's get started with Bachelor Pad Game Show Mashup.
I really am really great at reading people and figuring people out and like understanding how they think. So I think I'm gonna win this one.
All right, ladies, good luck. Here's your first question. What Caribbean-born singer sings about finding love in a hopeless place? Jacqueline.
Rihanna.
Correct. Woo! 10 points. Who was the British Bachelor? Sarah.
Matt Grant.
That's correct.
Yes!
The questions about love trivia, a lot of them we knew, especially the ones about the Bachelor world. A lot of it came down to who could stick their hand on that buzzer first.
What city has an airport known as Love Field? Erica.
Dallas.
My hometown of Dallas, Texas. Woo! Here's your next question. On Jillian's season of The Bachelorette, which suitor had a foot fetish? Sarah.
Tanner.
Correct. You are correct. Tanner.
Yeah, Sarah.
You got a fan base growing over here.
I look over and I see that Chris is cheering for Sarah instead of me. That's my partner.
Sarah. Correct.
That's my partner. You know, Chris and I were supposed to be partners to the end. It just kind of throws up a red flag.
All right, after the first round, Sarah has a big lead. Second place, Jacqueline. Ladies, final round for you. 30 points for a correct answer. A little something we call Who Said That? I will read a quote from one of these guys. All you have to do is guess who said that.
It's the end of round 1, and Sarah, she's taking the lead. When they said that there was a section of the game called Who Said That, I almost peed myself. It's panic mode a little bit right now.
Good luck. Here's your first question. Who said the person in the house that has accomplished the most in life is me? I'm amazing. These are all quotes from the men in the house. Ladies, reveal your answers.
Oh, wow.
Everybody guessed Ed except for Rachel, who guessed Kaylin. Everybody except for Rachel is right.
You guys know me.
Next question. Who said that other than to win the money, Ed is on the show because he doesn't want to be forgotten since his season was 20 years ago? Ladies, reveal your answers. Chris.
Sorry.
Michael was on my season. I want to remind you guys, Michael was on my season.
Really?
Next question. Which guy said the person in the house they think has accomplished the least in life is Blakely?
Stirring the pot.
Ladies, reveal your answers. Kaylin, taking a beating over there.
Yeah. I'm so misunderstood.
The correct answer is Nick. Wow. Nick. Good luck going back in the house. Jacqueline now in front. Sarah drops to second place.
So all of a sudden, Chris Harrison announces that Jacqueline is in the lead. The one girl that, I'm finding myself at constant competition in the house. We're essentially sharing the same guy. I'm like, oh my God. Really the irony.
All right, ladies, next question. Who said the person in the house that would make the worst parent is Erica because she eats her hair?
Does no one really say that?
Ladies, reveal your answers. And the correct answer is, actually, Kaylin.
Woo! I'm gonna eat my kids' hair, so that's fine.
All right, we're down to the final question. Sarah is leading Jacqueline by 10 points. Who will the rose go to? Jacqueline or Sarah? Ladies, good luck. Who said that when they first saw the girls in their rhythmic gymnastics uniform, the first thing he thought was sexy thoughts? Ladies, write down your answers. Ladies, reveal your answers. We do have some correct answers.
Some? Great.
Correct answer? David. Jacqueline, congratulations. You win this competition. For the ladies, you will earn the rose. You are safe from elimination this week.
I'm trying to just sit there very calmly with, that fake smile on my face. I really, really wanted to win. Just to be that close and just not do it, so frustrating.
Congratulations, that is huge.
It feels so good to be safe for another week in this house. The game is on, and I can seriously taste the $250,000 at this point.
Let's flip sides. Guys, it's your turn.
So now it's the guys' turn, and I'm kind of freaking out. I have no idea what these questions are gonna be or how petty they're gonna get and, who's gonna hate who after this, and I'm a little nervous.
This is gonna be interesting.
Coming up, which one of these ladies said that Jacqueline is the most fake? Jamie.
Why did I say that about Jacqueline? Because I'm being so damn honest.
I will make it known that I want her out of here.
And later.
Chris is being so sweet to me.
Day card.
He wants to partner with me, and what a good feeling.
Out with the old and in with the new.
All right, fellas, it's now your turn to play Bachelor Pad game show mashup.
I've lost the last two competitions, and I cannot lose this one. I need a rose, and I want to be safe and drama-free.
First question. If you're in a menage a trois, how many other people are you with? Of course he locked in first.
What? Is it me?
Ed.
2.
That's correct, Ed.
Thank God.
Chris Harrison literally says "mun," and Ed buzzes in.
All right, here's the next question, guys. Who had a fake wedding on her hometown visit? Michael lucks in first.
Courtney.
That's right. What was the slogan for Jake's season of The Bachelor? Michael.
On the Wings of Love.
On the Wings of Love is correct. Who is the 5th Bachelorette? Ed.
Jillian Harris.
That's right.
First round, I'm feeling good. I'm answering some questions, but they're low value points, so I knew that this was not a huge part of the overall end game.
All right, so at the end of round 1, Michael, you're in the lead. Girls have been kind of quiet so far.
We're anticipating this.
That's about to change. Okay, guys, time for Who Said That?
The one I'm most terrified about is who said that. Because I just really think people are gonna get a rude awakening of what people really think about someone.
First question. Who said the amount of men they have slept with was 11? No, 12. No, 9. All right, gentlemen, reveal your answers. One of you got this correct. Last place man, Nick. Yeah. Guess is Blakely.
I totally lied on this question. I'm not telling people how many people I've been with. Are you crazy? I totally lied.
Which one of these ladies over here said that the most scandalous place they have ever made whoopee is on top of a car in a public parking lot?
Wow.
All right, gentlemen, reveal your answers. Jacqueline, Sarah with a smiley face from Ed, Jamie, Lindsay, Erica. So it's spread, the love is spread around in the parking garage. The woman who got it on in a parking lot with a heart and a smiley face, Sarah. Here's your next question. Who said that they would rather sleep with Chris over their current partner because he is so hot? Reveal your answers. The answer, Jamie.
I'm just being honest.
Hey, girl, hey. Jamie, are you kidding me? I mean, she's all over everybody. She's been all over Chris from the beginning, so why would that be any different now?
Which one of these ladies said that Jacqueline is the most fake because she lies and manipulates constantly? One of these ladies sitting right over here said that. All right, gentlemen, reveal your answers. A lot of Jamies, Blakely, and a couple Ericas. The correct answer, Jamie. 4 of you got that right.
We will talk about why I wrote that.
Jamie said that I was the fakest in the house. It's just ironic because she's the fakest in the house by like a landslide.
Who said that Jamie is the most annoying in the house because she hangs all over every guy and spins in circles for no reason?
I hope it's you. I really do.
I know. Jamie was hoping it was me that said it so that she could feel better about what she said about me. I could tell she was squirming in her seat a little bit.
The woman who said Jamie is the most annoying in the house, Blakely.
I said Jamie was annoying because she's all over every guy, but I'm not the only one that says it. Every single person in this house has said it.
Okay, guys, believe it or not, the winner of this competition, Ed. 240 points. Miracles do happen.
Miracles happen. I finally win. Nothing at this point feels better than having that rose and feeling safe.
Jacqueline for the ladies, Ed for the men. You guys step forward.
I am so happy that I won this challenge, but I just found it to be pretty pathetic that Jamie tried to apologize. It's like, clearly you meant it. I will make it known that I want her out of here.
Each of you will get a romantic one-on-one date.
Why did I say that about Jacqueline? Why would I be so honest like that? I mean, she is manipulative, but because I said it, it put a huge target on my back. Because I'm being so damn honest, it's just not working out for me.
Now, the bad news. David and Rachel, you two had the lowest scores. Each of you will have a vote in the ballot box going into elimination. Ed, Jacqueline, enjoy your dates. Everybody back into Bachelor Pad.
I think Jamie's got a lot of explaining to do, and I think she's got a lot of defending to do. And she's gonna have to start now because a lot of people are kind of looking at Jamie in a different light right now.
I don't have anyone here I can trust. You know, I don't have like any sort of an alliance. And honestly, I think I like hone in on you because I feel like, I don't know, for some reason I feel like you're trustworthy.
My role here in the house is honestly kind of a coach, but Jamie is someone that it's just hard to give her advice. She is gaming too little too late.
This is tough when you have like no one to turn to, you know?
No,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know.
This is really tough.
Oh, it's so, come here.
I have such a big target on my back.
No, you don't. Trust me. I have no problem listening to people that are upset or frustrated or need to vent. Just because the girls might say stuff about you, they're not the ones that are voting you. I'd much rather be the guy to soothe her soul for 5 more minutes until she's executed. You are not first on my mind. I mean, when you put a dog down, you sit there and pet its head, right?
The mood after the challenge was as awful as a mood can get. Jamie's emotionally distraught about everything. I can't handle her right now.
How about giving me like, yay, high five, go Blakely.
But on the other hand, Blakely was losing the competition the whole time, and she saw that I was cheering for Sarah, so I can see that she was about to freak out.
Like, I don't know if you guys are trying to change something up, and
No. You worry too much.
I do worry.
I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I feel like I'm a junior high again. You're being selfish right now.
I'm not being selfish at all. All I want to do is be able to think it's okay to talk to my partner.
She's definitely aggressive, and like, if I say the wrong thing, I feel like she's gonna stab me or something. I don't know what to do.
Coming up.
Woo! Oh my God. This is an incredible experience.
Swing on through.
It really seems like a dream.
Oh!
Definitely like Ed. Oh my God.
I heard you're tough to get to bed.
I really don't like Jamie, but she's hot.
You like me?
I do like you.
I really haven't felt this way about someone so quickly.
Oh God, you're wonderful.
She's a yapper. The only way to shut her up is just to kiss her.
Have you been on a date yet, Jacqueline? Oh, well, that's awesome.
Jacqueline won the challenge and Ed also won the challenge. And so that means they both have to like ask someone on a one-on-one date, and I want Ed to take me on that date.
It's here.
After the challenge, I thought, Jacqueline, she's gonna take a guy out on a date. I'm gonna get to hang out with Ed this whole night in the house, and I'm not gonna have to worry about her crazy eyes watching every single move I make.
Got it. My first bachelor date ever.
And then the next night, I get to take a girl on a date, and so then I have a really, really good chance of going on a date with Ed and getting out of this house and like just getting a night to hang out with him.
Choose the guy who you think is the best catch, ... At this point in the game, it's like I know where my strategy needs to be focused, and a lot of people are starting to couple off, so why the hell would I want to waste this date on someone that I either have no interest in or is already hooking up with somebody else? I would love to actually take my partner, Ed.
Yeah, go get her. Thank you. Go get her. Thanks.
And you're a really good catch, too.
I am incredibly bummed. Jacqueline takes Ed on the date, which is so annoying.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Get ready.
Peace.
Bye.
Jacqueline has been constantly clinging to Ed. She won't even leave his side or let him talk to anyone. She's under this illusion that her and Ed are in this really like deep partnership. And she now thinks like being a partner is being like a life partner, like in a relationship.
This is gonna be amazing.
Cheers.
I am so happy that I just finally like get out of this house, get out of the madness.
I'm so happy I have a rose.
There are so many reasons why I picked Ed. He's my partner first and foremost in this entire game, and we're sticking together through and through till the end. And I have the most fun with Ed. So where are we going?
A chopper would be cool.
And now I get to go on my first bachelor date.
Woo! Yeah! What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my God!
I feel amazing. This is an incredible experience. Having the entire stadium to ourselves. Walking in, it was just nuts. I felt like a tiny little ant in this like huge, weird world. It really seems like a dream. Woo!
Awesome.
What is going on?
I think that one's mine.
That's me.
It is an incredible experience to be in Dodger Stadium.
There's a kind of a nostalgic feel to it, and it's awesome. We're like a natural, like born Dodger. I play a little baseball.
So I just went out there and did my thing.
Oh, say, can you see Mother You sound terrible.
Fancy.
We're both very good singers. It was just the acoustics in the ballpark were terrible.
Row, row, row your boats. I think it's time that we start to play some ball. So close. Swing on through. There you go.
How did I do, teacher?
Keep your eyes focused. Oh!
Yeah! There honestly was no one else that I would have rather gone on a date with tonight. We're just compatible, and he's really made this experience everything that I'd hoped it would be. Ed's banging. He's hot. He's really cute, and he's like sensitive.
Oh my God!
Oh, I'm so happy that it's a nice romantic date with Ed because he keeps me laughing, and I mean, who doesn't have a crush on Ed?
A homer.
Homer.
I really was hoping that Jacqueline would take a guy on a date.
Yeah, and let Ed take you.
Yeah, because then it would have been a night out of the house, and then I would have actually been able to like hang out with him without her.
I really like Ed.
Ed and Jacqueline have only hooked up one time, and I think she feels like she won him over.
And honestly, if I hooked up with a guy and like took her on the date, like I'd be pissed.
Well, it's just like hurtful.
It's really hurtful.
And then you kind of feel played. I think that's up that I hooked up with this guy, and then all of a sudden the next day, you hook up with him, and now all of a sudden you're claiming him. I really don't think he likes her. Jacqueline is like developing stronger and stronger feelings towards Ed, and I think that he's just, you know, kind of just going through the motions and is like, oh, well, whatever, like, I guess we can have fun.
It's just me and you in this huge stadium. Ed's a great guy. I think he's really cute. Romance is a possibility because romance has happened already, so we'll see what happens.
Shall we? Oh. Hot dogs. And a rose to boot. Maybe we should read the card first? Let's read it.
Okay,
The anticipation is killing me.
here we go. Jacqueline, you have chosen to take Ed on this date. Since he already has a rose, please give this rose to another man when you return to the house. That man will not only be safe, but will get to go on tomorrow's date with the woman of his choice, Chris Harrison.
Wow.
You sacrificed your date.
I know, but that's a big move.
The middle of the date, I receive a card from Chris Harrison, and it basically says, choose one male who would be able to take somebody on a date. Obviously, you need to help me with this decision. I would never make a decision without Ed. If you don't trust your partner, if you don't have faith in your partner, what's the point of being here?
My partner should not ignore me.
No.
Today in the challenge, you're yelling for another female in the whole challenge, the whole time.
There's someone in the house that's really starting to get on my nerves. And unfortunately, that person is my partner.
Maybe from here on out, you need to think of it as only a strict partnership, as much as it sucks, because
I don't even want him to be my partner.
Blakely is just an emotional roller coaster, and I feel like I'm working every day by managing her emotions. I'm at the point where I can't even stand being around her. Blakely's definitely like my super ex-girlfriend. I feel like if she goes to bed, then Chris can have some fun tonight. Yeah.
My partner, I thought I trusted him, but I don't.
I think everyone's frustrated with Blakely, and you know, she's just overwhelming.
I think he has the potential to be a really good partner. I think you just have to.
I just don't know if I really want to, because I just don't trust
If you don't
Chris.
trust Chris, then that's gonna throw it off.
I'm like very, very sneaky, and tonight, I want to have fun, and I feel like I have my most fun when I'm not around her.
Hey, Jamie, she gets on my nerves. I want to get her gone.
It's inevitable. I know that Jamie is gonna come up to me and make another move, not only because she wants to, but because she's desperate.
Hi.
Hello, but I'm kind of very strategic in where I kiss my girls.
Typical night. Here's a foot long for you.
Get your hand.
This is gonna be so good.
By far, this is the best date that anyone has had. I mean, being with the partner that I wanted to be with in this game, I absolutely scored a home run.
Does something on my face?
Ed and I still have to make a really tough decision. I have a rose to give out since I chose to go on a date with Ed, who already had a rose. And basically, I would choose one male who would be able to take somebody on a date. We just like seriously became power players in this game.
Right.
And I think people are now probably thinking of us as more than just
The people who are here to have fun.
Whoever we give this rose to is going to be a very critical move for us. We don't want to burn any bridges, but we also, you know, we're going to make a decision that's best for us.
For me, the first thought that I had in my head was to obviously give the rose to Kaylin. You know, he's obviously starting something up with Lindsay.
Right.
And at the same time, I really can't get like a good read on the two of them.
But Chris is my, I trust him. You know, he's been by my side the whole time, so I have to trust him.
We can't give it to Chris and Blakely. Chris is all over the place at this point. No one knows where he is. No one knows how to trust him. He's completely drawn attention to himself.
Chris and I agreed that we were going to be together as long as we could. And I love that guy.
But I know that if we scratch Kaylin's back, he'll scratch ours.
It's a really difficult decision, but giving the rose to Chris would be a good idea because I trust him.
I heard you're tough to get to bed.
Watch out for that stove.
You know, I haven't had too much to drink or anything.
Obviously not. Jamie is definitely not shy as far as expressing her feelings towards me. She told me that she likes me and that she's interested in me and all that stuff, but it's just not mutual.
You're such a good soul, let me tell you.
But she's hot. She gives me the look, and dude, all I do is like look at her boobs.
But I heard that you're like the last person in bed every night. I do really like Chris. He's just gorgeous to look at. I mean, his voice is so hot.
I want to make sure all my friends are in bed, safe and sound.
I love a guy who's not too easy to, to catch.
Okay,
Oh, God.
What was
We're on
that?
the thing. Oh my God, they're putting us.
Who's that guy? Oh my God. I look a little chubby. We did get spotted by the kiss cam. I don't know how. So we decided to go for it.
Okay, good. Oh. Oh, this is insane.
We definitely did not expect the fireworks. It was really cool. I mean, the whole thing was just spectacular.
Definitely like Ed, you know what I mean? But at this point, just kind of seeing what happens. I'm not gonna pull a Jamie. I'm not like that type of girl that would just like throw myself at someone.
So wait, so were you really into me from the very, very beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Into me?
Yeah, I told you I was attracted to you.
Half of me is like, oh my gosh, am I really in this gorgeous, wonderful man's arms? But the other half of me is like, I don't want to get hurt. I'm just not sure that I can trust him.
I don't really want to do this.
Do what?
I don't want to get close to you if I'm just leaving.
That's dumb.
Well, it's not. It's intelligent.
Being in bed with Jamie definitely has its benefits and its disadvantages. I mean, she's a very pretty girl, but at the same time, she's a yapper.
I don't want to be hurt, and I feel like I'm...
Who's being hurt? You're dumb. Yes, it is dumb. It's ridiculous.
I'm just gonna leave.
She talks and talks and talks. I feel like the only way to shut her up is just to kiss her.
Yeah. I was hoping, if I'm to be honest, I was hoping I could bring my mom so I could have you.
Kissing Jamie is... There's just no spark there.
I'm so happy.
You know, it's different this time around because it doesn't seem like he's playing a game. It seems like he's just being honest and saying what he's really feeling.
She had different shorts on. My shorts are wet.
Why don't you take them off?
Relax.
Just take them off.
I'm playing a game here, and it's definitely a huge part of my strategy to make sure all the girls are on my side and they like me because they're the ones voting for me.
You like me.
I do like you.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Maybe.
I really haven't felt this way about someone so quickly. Having his big arms wrapped around me and his warm body like pressed up against me, oh my gosh, what a freaking good feeling. I really feel like I can trust him and I can walk into a room and be like, yeah, that's my man, like, and you girls might want him, you might chase him, but he's not going for you.
Oh God, you like smell good. You're just like surprisingly wonderful.
So much. Yeah.
Really?
And honestly, yesterday to have him like comfort me, you know how good that felt?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't we be partners? You know what I mean?
Chris is being so sweet to me. We spent the night together cuddling, and he, held my hand and put his arm around me, and and it melted me. I was like, wow, that's just so wonderful to have someone caring about me. That is such a good feeling.
He's so loyal, and he has like a big thing about him. Like,
The problem is he's loyal to Blake.
yeah, I know. I totally get that.
Be very careful.
I know, Rachel.
Yeah.
I know.
So who hasn't gone on a date in this house yet?
I think Sarah and I are the only ones, right?
Yeah, up top.
High five. I haven't left the house. I haven't been on a date. Lindsay and I are really hitting it off, so obviously we would like to go out and enjoy a date, even though we didn't win a challenge.
Ooh, power couple.
Hi.
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
All right, so as you know, I took Ed on my date last night, and Ed already had a rose because he won the challenge as well. which leaves me to still have a rose to hand out. And with this rose comes Ed's date today.
I really want this date. Chris and we hung out last night, and I'm feeling wonderful right now. I mean, honestly, I'm sending all my positive energy, hoping she gives it to Chris, because I would love to get out of this house and go on a date with him.
Obviously, there are some couples here that I know would really love to go, and it was a pretty tough decision, and we went back and forth about it a lot. And Chris, perceiving me last week, I would like to save you this week and give you this rose.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you so much.
Use it wisely.
I will. Thank you.
Chris and I have been partners since day one, and I gave Chris a rose on our group date because he was my partner, and partners are supposed to stick together. But I think things kind of got weird between us the past couple of days because he's hooked up with Jamie, so I want him to take me on the date.
Date card.
Oh.
Right, are you ready for some action? Choose one woman that is. So first, I want to thank Jacqueline for giving me this opportunity to go on a date. And with that being said, I'd like to ask Sarah on the date.
We hung out last night together all night long, so I was certain that he was gonna take me on a date. That didn't happen.
I did not expect that. Yeah, thanks. That's very, very nice of you. Thank you.
Hey. He completely blindsided me. It was like someone just came up and just like hit me from behind. Totally didn't see it. And he chooses Sarah, I guess because he wanted some action, like the card said. Because I sure as hell ain't gonna give it to him.
All right, Sarah, you ready to go? Get ready?
Yeah, let's get ready.
Let's do this. I think it was shocking for everyone else that I picked Sarah, but for me, I would have a million times better time with Sarah than I would with Blakely or Jamie at this point. So I'm just gonna go have fun and just go a little crazy. Boom.
Hey.
Hi.
Are we going here?
God.
Who?
Are we talking or something?
This whole thing is about trust, and today I feel like that trust was broken. And now I question what he's thinking, because if you don't trust each other, then you don't have. You're telling me to trust you and everything, and I'm doing that, so everything's good?
Yeah.
Like you sound like you're unsure.
I'm not unsure, it's just, I just feel like it's like overwhelming. not saying anything.
As a partner?
Yeah.
So are you wanting to switch partners?
I'm not saying I'm gonna switch.
You just gotta promise me you're still my partner.
Yeah.
And you'll be my partner till the end.
Yeah.
Promise?
I mean, I'm not gonna make you that promise right now. Just let me have some time.
I don't like people that lie to me. This whole time I trusted in you, and now you're telling me that you're bailing on me? I think he's like a little snake in the grass. It's not about partnership, it's not about loyalty, it's not about trust. It's all about Chris.
I want to talk to him and be like, what the heck? Because we just hung out together all night last night, and I'm not okay with that.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Blakely.
If there's one person that I could care less about, it's Blakely.
I hate this.
But I am shocked that Chris is taking Sarah. It's hurtful because he did have the opportunity to take me today. Hi, how are you? I need to make sense of what's going on here. So like, what's going on though? You're not taking Blakely.
I just told Blakely, I mean, it's like, there's nothing going on romantic between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, we're still partners. I'm like, give me today to just think about it. Because I don't want to like have any rift with her. Like,
I feel bad for you, I really do.
Honestly, I wish I could take you.
I mean,
just can't.
I
You
know.
what I'm saying?
I definitely get it. I mean, I would love to leave this house with you. Chris and I are super attracted to each other, but I know that Chris feels so guilty in front of Blakely. He doesn't want to hurt her feelings, and so he ends up taking Sarah instead of me. And that's the great thing about him. He doesn't get pleasure out of causing pain. He's loyal, and that's so attractive. I'm excited for you to get back.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back.
You better come back.
I will. And thanks for talking. Yeah, because I got to get ready.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Have fun.
Thanks.
You know, obviously, Chris is protecting me from Blakely. He's risking an awful lot by doing this, and it's such a good feeling to know that you're being protected by someone, you know?
Jamie was expecting the day, but I'm just thinking in the moment, and I want to have fun today. Maybe it'll bite me in the ass one day, but Sarah, she's super hot.
Sarah, girl.
You look great.
Nice.
All right.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun.
I'm feeling let down because my partner has taken someone else on a date. I mean, that's shady. That's real shady.
Thanks for coming.
Oh my God.
It was hurtful because I felt like I was betrayed as a partner in this game.
Oh my God, this is so fun.
I don't know if he's delusional, if he's just thinking with his other head. I'm not sure what he's doing. If you hurt me or betray me, I feel very sorry for you.
Make sure you guys buckle up.
Yep.
Okay. Gosh, you are like a little stir-up person, Chris.
I know.
Creating a little love triangle between Blakely and Jamie and then take me on a date. Alan was like, so would that be a love square? Isn't that funny?
I think I made the best choice by bringing Sarah on this date. Blakely and Jamie are very emotional, whereas Sarah just brings light and fun.
You kind of look like Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Look at me. Ooh, yeah, that is.
Watch out.
I actually do think there could be a romantic spark between Chris and I. He's really, really good looking and really fun, but Jamie and Blakely have already kind of pretty much claimed him, so to speak, and so I've always just kind of stayed back, and now I get to know him. I'm dying to know where we're going. This is gonna be a fun date.
Yeah. Where are we?
We're never gonna make it to our date. Oh my God, what is happening?
That was some freaky stuff. Me and Sarah like rolling around in the back seat together, like, what the hell's going on?
How you doing?
Awesome, man.
Stephen Ho.
Chris, nice to meet you.
Hi.
That was awesome.
Oh my God.
I'm an action director, stunt coordinator. Welcome to your Hollywood action date.
So on the date with Chris, we are literally making an action movie.
Do you have any action background, martial arts,
Kung Fu,
boxing, or
3.5 years.
3.5 years is a lot.
This is the best date that I've ever been on in my whole entire life.
The good news is that you get a kiss at the end.
And I would have never thought that the one person that I'd be on a date with, having the best time with, was Chris.
We're gonna choreograph a fight up there.
Oh, I see.
So you're being held for hostage. No big deal.
Oh my God, and I get to come save you.
I'm back.
Steven kind of goes over some really basic martial arts moves with us.
Let's do a roundhouse kick.
Then he tells me to do a roundhouse kick. I'm like doing a roundhouse kick in this cute little dress. I said, Chris, let me practice my roundhouse kick on you. And I really like get into position and I kick my foot up.
Oh, no.
I kick him in the face.
Right in the eye.
Sure you had 3.5 years of Kung Fu?
Okay. Are you okay?
Yep.
I'm not smooth on first dates.
You know, remember the staring contest when you were kids and you're just going,
Yeah.
this? Let's do that now. Intense, intense, intense. Hold it, just hold it. Just hold that. Hold it, hold it.
No.
Hold it.
Chris and I had to like, touch noses and lock eyes, and Chris already has those like beautiful green eyes that are like hypnotic, and our lips were so close, I kept wanting to be like,
Okay, really?
Come on.
how can you not? How can you not want to kiss someone when your noses are touching and you're locking eyes?
All right, so let's get you guys in wardrobe.
Woo! The next step of our action movie is that Chris and I are doing our wardrobe changes. Chris, are you changing?
Yeah. If you saw what was going on back here, you would not be able to contain yourself.
Why are you naked?
Just about.
Move that blank sheet. We get to get in really cool outfits. We get to learn our script and start filming a movie.
And action.
You look hot. What do you do? Sarah was looking good in that costume. She's really wearing that leather well.
It's kind of ironic with this whole action movie star thing because I'm saving Chris out here and then I'm also saving him from Jamie and Blakely in the house.
Ah! Ah!
When Chris started fighting for me, he just looked so hot.
Action.
At the end, I get to run over and give him this kiss and jump on him. It can't get any hotter.
Drop the bag. Jump on top of him.
Was it possible?
Kiss, 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 kiss. Cut!
Drop that woman.
I got one kiss. One kiss, and then that was a wrap. I was like, really? We don't want to do 10 more?
You guys, I think you have a career in stunts.
I think so too.
No, you guys did really good.
Thank you, it was a
Thank you for that,
blast.
that was awesome.
I mean, Chris is hot, and he's fun to flirt with, and then there's like all these like sparks between us. We like can't keep our hands off of each other. It would be phenomenal to go on a date with an awesome partner who I'm having a blast with, get a rose, and then be safe in the elimination ceremony. Like, it's just amazing. It's gonna happen.
Hey guys, come on inside.
Wow, hi.
What's up?
Oh, we're just chilling. When Chris Harrison walks in, I'm super shocked to see him because we're not on a challenge and it's not the rose ceremony. And he has this rose on his little rose platter. And we were like, what is going on?
All right, guys. Jacqueline and Ed, you guys won the competition this week. So you each got individual dates. Now, right now, as you know, Chris is on a date with Sarah, but he doesn't have a rose to give out because he didn't win the challenge. Ed, you did. So, this, my friend, is yours. You should hand that out to the one woman you'd like to save from elimination this week. All you have to do is hand it out to one of these ladies before the next rose ceremony. It's your rose. Choose wisely.
All right.
All right, guys, enjoy the night.
Thank you, Chris. What do you want for dinner, Ed? I couldn't tell you how bad I want this rose.
How do you like your, what beer?
I think with Chris being so deceitful, it would definitely take a really big weight off my shoulders to know that I have a rose.
Oh, how cute.
Sarah is an awesome girl.
Oh!
I would definitely give Sarah a rose if I had a rose to give out tonight, just because Sarah was the absolute perfect pick for this date today. She's just like fun to hang around. But I'll reassure her tonight that she'll be safe and she'll be around for a while. I've had an absolutely amazing time with you today.
Thank you.
I am very appreciative of you and for who you are, and have the utmost respect for you. I couldn't have chose a better person to bring on this date. If there was a rose, I'd give it to you. I really would.
Thanks. I'm honestly having an awesome time, so thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I am kind of bummed there isn't a rose on this date because Chris would have given me the rose and I would have been safe for the next rose ceremony.
What are you doing?
It's a rose. I'm here for, two things. I want to win money and I also really want to fall in love. So I feel like it's my time. It's my time to find a good guy that I enjoy hanging out with and that will also make an awesome partner.
All right.
Oh my God.
Would you accept this rose?
I would love to accept this very unique, beautiful looking rose. I'll cherish it with all my heart. Even though my rose was a fork with a strawberry on it, I still took it as a real rose. And I feel like it was a symbol that Chris is gonna be a really great partner in this game and is gonna be loyal to me and we're gonna have something great after this.
Coming up.
Blakely is definitely a threat.
You stayed with Chris in here last night.
You said we weren't friends.
We're not friends.
Then I did nothing wrong.
And later.
Is Kaylin just flat out lying to me?
Yes. What are you doing to me?
I told 17 different lies tonight.
Look me in the eye, Kaylin. Who are you voting for?
This would be so boring if it just went by the book.
I know,
Right?
suck.
Thank God for us. There's some weird going on here.
Yeah, why is it getting weird?
Because Ed's gonna make his decision soon.
Well, it's bad. It's a big deal. Both Jacqueline and Ed won the challenge yesterday, but we're all shocked to find out that Ed is the one giving out the rose and not Chris.
So I'm curious to see what happens.
Me too. Blakely is gonna fight for the rose tonight, but I need that rose for my own survival.
Hey, Ed.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Great.
I just need to grab this real quick.
Where are you going with that? That rose was real important.
Well, I need to obviously deliver this rose. And I've had a lot of good conversations, and I'm basing my judgments on my trusts and my friendships, and I am going to give it to Rachel.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's really sweet.
You're the best.
I think Ed doesn't want to see me go home because he knows that he can trust Michael and I more than probably anyone in this house.
Yeah, buddy.
And it would be best for him to keep both of us around.
Who he's giving it to is a huge deal, and I wanted Ed to give it to her, so that was my decision.
Wow, I don't want to think about being in a rose ceremony with Chris having a rose and me not, because he would definitely send me home.
We got Chris, we have a whole hot tub to ourselves.
At this point, I'm really not thinking strategically. I'm just trying to enjoy my time with Sarah.
The chemistry between us is very, very sexual and hot. We're just constantly kissing. I, like, at some point end up on top of him. It's good.
I mean, Sarah's definitely not a shy one. So she got to my lap, you know, we start kissing. It was an awesome moment. The last thing on my mind right now is Blakely and Jamie.
Chris took Sarah on the date, but I know it is just for strategy purposes. But Blakely is definitely a threat, big time. So I feel like what I need to do is break up Chris and Blakely. I guess we can close the door. I'm so sick of this. I want Chris for myself. I feel like that is happiness. It's about Chris.
But what about Chris? Because he went on a date with Sarah?
Last night he was with me, and now he's with Sarah, and
Jamie, I think you're a really sweet girl. I
think
really
the
do.
same of you, actually.
I don't think that you do. But like the other night on our little group date, like you and Erica kind of were really mean to me.
I was not trying to be mean to you. You said we weren't friends. And
We're not friends.
I was never mean to you. I never said one bad thing about you.
Well, yeah, you kind of did because you stayed with Chris in here last night and you didn't say anything to anyone.
What? Okay, this is the
Except
thing.
for when you told it behind my back, but then they came and told me.
No. Listen, Blakely, Chris made it clear that, like, there was nothing between you two and that he really liked me. And so, first of all, I mean, I didn't feel like I owed it to you. Second of all, like, I'm like, what
But
do
you
I
don't owe it to me, but you're wanting me to call you a friend, but you're just saying you don't owe it to me. So
you think that you feel like I owe it to you?
You see him sleeping in my bed every night.
Just because you're partners on challenges does not mean you're partners for lifelong.
No, we
in this
made that
game.
very clear that it was going to be that way.
Well,
with
you know
we
what?
all
How
talked
do I
about
know
before.
that?
Exactly, because you don't come and ask. You don't talk to people. You just believe what everyone tells you or says to you.
Well, I think that if I go straight to the source, then I can believe that.
Did you come to me?
You aren't just the source. There are two people in your partnership, and I was with the one.
So you knew that there was something there.
What do you want me to say to you? Like, first of all, he says that you guys are just partners and there's nothing at all.
Oh, no, he played me. He did a good job. He did a good job. I don't have to worry about a partner that I can't trust anymore. Because obviously I can't trust him.
Blakely's clearly not interested in Chris anymore. So I'm so excited for him to come home from this date so I can tell him, hey, listen, now we can be together all the time and everything is okay. I'm definitely a fighter. I won't give up.
Good. No, you should. You
Fight
should.
till the last.
Don't.
So I'm gonna go back to the house today. Too bad.
No. Well, how about we get a room?
You wanna get a room?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I would love that.
All right.
Let's get a room.
What's up?
I just hope we're not having too much fun. Is that mean?
I hope their date sucks.
I really hope they're having a miserable time right now.
Yes.
We have one room available. Do you happen to have a credit card and ID?
Honestly, the best thing I have done is traded in Blakely and Jamie for Sarah. It's like buying a new car. And you got the nice new car smell. And it's just so much smoother and nicer and easier for me.
I would like to know that he really cares for me. You know what I mean? Like, I know this is bad to get your emotions involved, but whatever, it's too late now.
You need to talk to him then when he gets home.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely hoping he comes back and he's like, hey, I had a great time with her. I really like her, yada, yada, but I missed you. Let's go make out, call it good. That's obviously what I want. I do need Chris, and I want to be his partner, and I want to make him happy. It comes down to the way he's so loyal, and he's so lovable, and so respectful, you know? I mean, those are seriously qualities that I want in my husband. I want to be able to trust someone and rely on them, and I mean, it would be so nice to have someone so loyal on my side. I would feel so blessed, really.
Really?
Thank you. I mean, if there's one thing that Chris and I have more so than any other couple here, it's chemistry. I'll be crushed if it doesn't happen. I will just be crushed.
So did Sarah and Chris come home last night?
No. I sure didn't come home.
That's not gonna help their cause.
I think he pretty much showed his character. Just
Yeah.
of the avoiding of a situation.
Yeah.
That's not the type of person that.
It's a little shady.
Yeah. He's a rat and a snake. Chris didn't have Rose tonight. No doubt in my mind he would be gone. Not one. Well, yeah, no, he'd be gone.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Boo cow. I look like a mess.
Hi.
Sarah?
What's up?
You're in the same clothes that you left in.
Yeah, we had a pretty interesting evening.
Yeah, we had a crazy night.
You know, if that's what his choice or whatever and he wants to like hook up with her, I guess that just kind of goes to show what type of a person that he is. I don't know. I honestly don't think he can come back from it. Unfortunately, with Chris having a Rose and me not, I'm not safe. Anything can happen.
There's like a big wall, and we go slamming right into this wall and like do a 360, and the windshield breaks. I was like, oh, okay.
We like get out, and this like little like martial arts guy comes up to us. He's like, "Hey, I'm Stephen Ho, and you guys are now a part of an action movie."
I'm not trying to be some tough girl and pretend like that didn't hurt. Are you kidding me? We cuddle together all night long, and then the next morning he just doesn't talk to me and he takes a different girl on a date and then opts to spend the entire night with her in a hotel room and then comes home and has no explanation. Has no desire to talk to me. That is so hurtful. That is so painful. It's alarming. I don't, how does someone do that to another person? I would never in a million years do that to someone else. How does he go to sleep with a peaceful mind? I don't get it.
Hey! What's up? How's everybody doing? Well, it is time for another rose ceremony, which means one man, one woman will be leaving Bachelor Pad tonight, losing their chance at $250,000. Before we open the voting, it seems to have been a wild week here at Bachelor Pad. Sarah, what's going on?
Well, Jacqueline and Ed won the last challenge.
Right.
And so they both got roses, and they went on a date with each other. So Jacqueline gave her rose to Chris, who then invited me on a date, which was wonderful. And then Ed gave his rose to Rachel. And so everything's kind of shifted a little bit.
David, you're the last fan standing.
This is true.
You feel you're on the chopping block tonight?
Absolutely.
Anything you can do tonight to save yourself? Are you just going to be working it and see what you can do?
I mean, we'll see. I'd like to, for other reasons too, I'd like to just talk to everyone here tonight. But, you know, we'll have a good time and we'll see what happens.
Well, you know how this works by now. Ladies, look around. You will vote one man out of Bachelor Pad tonight. When you're ready, one at a time, you'll go into the deliberation room. You'll cast your vote. Gentlemen, you'll be doing the same for the ladies. Chris and Ed, you guys have roses, nothing to worry about. Jacqueline, Rachel, both of you are safe as well. Dave, unfortunately for you, losing the challenge this week, you already have a vote against you heading into tonight's elimination. So I know you have a lot to talk about. I'll leave you to it. When the final vote has been cast, come join me out front for the rose ceremony. Good luck to all of you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. There's 7 girls in the house, but I already have a vote against me. So I need at least 4 votes against somebody else to force a tie. The first thing I have to do is talk to Jacqueline and see who she would possibly consider voting off instead of me if there's a tie. Because she won the challenge, so she's gonna be the tiebreaker. If it came down to like a 50-50, are there any guys in the house that you would keep me over? There's Tony, Nick, Kaylin, Michael, and then I think, you know, it's Ed and Chris who are safe. Right? And who else? Am I missing anybody?
Honestly, I feel like I've bonded with you more than I have with Nick. He'd be the only other person that I would maybe send home over you if it came down to a tiebreaker. If you work your magic and I had to, you know, choose between you and Nick, like, yeah.
The second I heard Jacqueline say that she would pick Nick to go home over me, I knew that there was an opening there. I just had to talk to everyone and persuade them to go that way. Nick told Tony that he was voting one way, and he told Kaylin he was voting the other way. And I talked to Jacqueline, and she said that if it was a 50-50 vote between me and Nick, that she would keep me here. So that would send
She
it.
gave you her word.
Yeah. And then that would be another vote on your behalf in the coming week. So that would almost solidify you here being to the end if I'm here.
I feel like you've done so much for me already. I really do.
I'd like to see you win the money.
You're so sweet.
Well, let's see if we can try to figure something out tonight and we can have a chance to stay here.
Yeah, absolutely.
My only chance is Nick, you know, if you go for Nick.
I definitely agree. David is continuing to strategize. This guy does not settle at all. Like, he's gonna fight to the bitter end.
Let me talk to my girls. That's not the worst play in the world, actually.
I would love it.
I owe him big time, so there's no way I'm voting him off, and he knows that. But I have no idea who the others are voting off.
Dave lost the challenge, so he already has a vote against him, and on top of that, he's a fan. So he was the obvious choice for tonight.
I believe that David's gonna go home unless he does some really sweet talking. I don't think that's possible at this point.
As much as I love David and I appreciate the fact that he's trying, I don't think it's gonna be enough to save him tonight.
Gonna miss you, David.
You know I have the odds stacked against me, but I think I talked some sense into a couple people. We'll see what happens.
You didn't good? You all right?
Yeah, David pulled me aside and laid out his argument, and I'm pondering it. It's just interesting to think about.
Yeah. Unless you have a rose, you're not safe. Anybody could be in trouble tonight, really. The farther we go, the harder it gets. I heard that David is trying to persuade some of the votes, and obviously all it takes is a few votes to get me out. I'm nervous. I'm nervous right now. I'm willing to make you a deal. I will vote for Blakely, and I will vote her out and keep you around. If you're sure to vote for David.
Oh, I didn't want to vote for Dave.
I know you don't.
Oh, I didn't want to vote for Dave.
I know you don't. I know.
Oh, this is a really hard thing for me.
I know, and it's only gonna get harder from here on out. I
Oh,
understand.
this is really tough. He's like the only person who's consistently had my back.
I know. But I'm the one coming to you with this proposition, so.
Well, I mean, he's such a nice guy.
I understand he's a nice guy, and I like him too. But of course, I want him gone. Because if
He's your competition.
yeah, exactly. If he stays, I go. you know?
Yeah.
So, David's got to be gone. And we'll make sure that Bucky's gone. Deal?
Deal.
Cheers. Let's go inside. I could see Blakely voting against me. I could see Jacqueline voting against me. And even, maybe Sarah. But after I talk to Jamie, I'm thinking about tomorrow already.
I need Jamie to vote against Nick and not me. She's gonna be the swing vote going into this, and she's talking to Nick, she's talking to Chris, talking to Ed. So I'm gonna talk to her again and find out where her head's at right now.
So, do I have your word, son, that you're gonna vote Blakely off?
You vote Nick for me?
Okay.
All right. I think that'll give us both a chance to stay here
I
tonight.
told you that I would vote your way.
All right?
Yep, deal.
Let's hug it out. Someone can give you their word, but then when you see them talking to these other people, it definitely gets in your head and you wonder what they're saying. Maybe she's not being honest with me. So is Jamie playing both sides of this? It's hard to tell what's going on. All I know is that she has a chance to save me tonight.
This house has such high tensions. We're all a little bit nervous and on edge. Nobody knows who's thinking what. Nobody knows who they can trust anymore. I think it could get emotional and people are gonna be really, fighting to stay in this game.
Chris has been going around all night trying to get people to vote against me. Makes me really nervous. It makes me so nervous.
This is so much fun.
Oh, you are a sicko. You're a real sick.
Blakely's going home tonight. I thought it was smart for me to go with Sarah as a partner, so I figure if I'm not gonna be partners with Blakely, we might as well get her out of the house. If it did come down to a swing vote, it would be Ed. He wants to vote for Jamie, but Ed will pretty much listen to whatever I say. He has an allegiance to me for how I've kept him here.
I don't know why all of a sudden I'm on this chopping block, other than Jacqueline, really. I haven't done a thing to any of the guys. I've been nothing but nice to them. If I get sent home tonight, I would definitely feel like I failed at my mission here. I actually need the money.
I'm not gonna lie, it is split down the middle right now. It's 3-3.
Between Blakely and I?
Between you and Blakely.
Like, who are you voting for?
I'm going for you.
You are?
Well, because Chris, yeah.
Why? Really? In this game where you're trying to win money, getting feelings involved is silly, but it is also inevitable.
I wanted that with Chris, and I felt like that could have happened with him. And I mean, the whole day today, I couldn't stop hoping that maybe something will be different, maybe something will change. That's all I can hope.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
We meet again.
Yeah, so I think I got the rundown.
Okay.
You would like to send Blakely home.
Yes.
I don't think I can vote for Blakely, and I really don't think so because you two were you were the biggest part of our alliance.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just can't do that.
I didn't
you know
expect
what I mean?
you to
I
change
can't
here.
support that. When I heard it, I was like, oh, that's kind of an emotional vote, not a strategic vote. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but trust me, it's not an emotional thing because I'm beyond that now. You know, I've really got this whole plan in my head, but I feel like if I keep Jamie around, she'll have my back. You know, like, and she's like a different part.
I can't deny that either.
Right, and you even saw like with Sarah now, like Erica, that's kind of like with Sarah.
Sure,
I feel like
that's kind of good.
Right?
Blakely and Chris were a huge part of our alliance. Now he's got Sarah as a partner. Sarah comes with Erica Rose because they're besties, and Jamie has his back as well and likes him and has a crush on him. So that gives him 3 girls that next week can keep him around as opposed to our girls in our alliance who most likely will not. It's a smart play, just, you know, idiotic going to us and being like, hey guys, I thought about how I could stick around to the end.
Yeah, like.
What do you guys think? And you're like, what?
Yeah, let us help you. 100%.
Chris's aggressive nature has certainly put a target on his back, and it makes it difficult to defend him. Being neutral has brought me to this position, and now all I do is tell people what they want to hear.
Tonight, I would like to see my alliance strike again, and the way that we're gonna do that is by sending Jamie home. If he's playing his cards right, and I think he is, I think he could start overthrowing us. Yeah. There's no reason to vote out someone in our alliance. Like, what the f are you thinking?
Let's decrease our numbers.
Everybody else is voting with the alliance, and Chris is voting for personal reasons because he doesn't like Blakely.
Love you, girl.
It's not a smart move because he's not voting with the alliance.
Everyone's voting for Blakely.
Enough people are voting for Blakely. Me, you, Nick.
Me, you, Nick. Ed. I don't know what you did to Ed.
Well, he's the only reason he's here is because of me.
Yeah.
So his allegiance is to me, like, directly.
That's
you know?
fine.
That'll be good. I think it'll benefit both of us.
Well, that, and it demonstrates who's actually in charge.
Right. This is true. This is going to change some things.
This would be so boring if it just went by the book.
I know. Suck.
Right? Thank God for us.
I know.
Do you strictly want Blakely out because Chris does? Or is there more behind that?
I don't want Blakely out. I think that they could coexist here and be competitors. That she doesn't have enough influence to like take Chris out. You know, he's got to take himself out. My original thought was to vote for the obvious choice of Jamie. She voted for me twice. It's an obvious decision for me.
When he was out there with me, he was like, I thought about this whole way through and I know how I want to get there. And I was like, you should never tell another player that, guy.
Oh my God.
So again, secondary motive, or really the main point is, why are we messing with anything? You know what I mean? I think it's in his best interest. It is not in our alliance's best interest.
No.
You know, Tony is not going to vote for Blakely, obviously, because that's his partner. Neither is Kaylin, and neither am I.
So where did
And
this
it's just-
Kaylin, why does he keep telling me that Kaylin is voting for Blakely?
Because he's, you know.
Yeah, that's what I
Literally,
said to
I was just over there with Tony and Kaylin. We were all just sitting there.
Jeez.
And Kaylin was like, why are we considering this at all? Like, it's
He said that?
yeah, he honestly, mathematically, he was like, why would we do this? Please, God, feel free to talk to him.
Kaylin and I don't have a very clear line of communication, so we just got to make sure that we're all on the same page.
You know who you're voting against?
Blakely.
You think that'll work out?
I know it's going to work out.
Nice. Nice work.
We're going to win this thing.
I really think so. Don't you?
Yeah.
I really do.
We're just awesome.
We are pretty great at life.
Yeah. I'm feeling so confident right now. It's myself, Kaylin, Nick, and Ed, and maybe David voting for Blakely. Nice knowing you, Blakely.
Chris came to me earlier.
Yeah.
Told me that you were voting for Blakely. I talked to Lindsay. Lindsay says you're not. What's going on? Just give me the lowdown.
Well, you know, that's the name of the game, unfortunately, here. You've got to tell people kind of what they want to hear until you're fully aware and confident that someone's actually telling you the truth. And all I can say is that I would never lie to Lindsay. So whatever she told you is what's going on.
Okay, good. That's all I need to know. I just want to hear from you.
Of course. You got it.
I think that Chris and I need to have a serious talk. I need to step up for the first time and say, hey, buddy, I'm glad you've got me here, but I'm getting a read on the general consensus and creating a reputation for instability. To shake things up right now is stupid.
It's not shaking it up.
It is shaking it up.
No, it's not.
It's
It is
creating.
not shaking it up at all.
Can you?
Jamie, if we kept Jamie, she would be so much more appreciative and so much more of an impact on listening on what I want her to do.
You can't control all three of these girls in the same house anymore.
That's why Blakely's gonna go home tonight.
Right, but then who else is gonna be on? Dude, I'm getting feedback from people in our alliance. They're questioning the things that you're doing right now.
Who, Jacqueline?
No. Kalen just said that he told me that he has no intention of voting for Blakely.
And he's going to. And Nick is going to. And David is going to.
Dude.
I mean, you can believe whoever you want.
Is Kalen just flat out lying to me?
Yes. That's called playing the game.
I am really confused. Someone is just flat out lying. I'm not for sure of anything yet.
What are you doing to me, bro?
Dumb. What are you doing to me? What do you mean?
Who am I supposed to believe?
About what?
About this whole Blakely thing.
I told 17 different lies tonight. Like, I don't even know.
So what are you doing?
I'm voting Blakely, like we said we would.
You give me your
Yes.
All right, because I don't want to bring you over there because Ed is over there and he wants to talk to you with me.
Okay, well,
Do you want to or no?
That's fine.
Let's go. I trust Kalen the most. I go to him all the time. We're kind of like conniving and stuff. He's always on my side.
All right, so who is on board with Blakely?
Us.
Well, it's me,
And then
you,
David said he already voted.
and Nick.
And Nick is on board with that?
Yeah.
You're absolutely positive?
Yeah,
100%.
and Nick is the biggest advocate of
Okay,
it all.
well, it's done.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Look me in the eye, Caleb. Who are you voting for?
For Blakely.
Okay.
Blakely.
Who are you voting for?
Blakely.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I am voting for Blakely.
Okay. I do feel like I have a great grasp on the game and feel like I'm more powerful than everybody. People listen to what I have to say and why, because I have a plan on how to win this thing, and they should listen to me if they want a chance at winning. If Blakely stays tonight, I'll feel like I've been lied to.
Sorry, Jimmy.
What should we do? This is
Oh my God, do we need to make this decision right now?
Yeah.
Why?
This is it. Because I need to vote for one or the other. And I need to vote either in his favor or not. Either we need to cut this Chris thing off now or jeopardize a relationship with somebody that already won this thing. I just don't know.
The votes are in already, and I don't know if I'm about to go home or if I just kind of pulled off one heck of a switch. I was hoping a play would present itself, and it did, and I played it to the best possible way I could imagine. So if not me, I think Nick would be the one to go home tonight.
Thank you for me. Going into tonight's rose ceremony, I'm definitely feeling exhausted. I'm feeling like I'm at my wit's end. I'm definitely at huge risk of going home tonight. I mean, it's between Blakely and I. Honestly, after this whole Chris thing, it's like, I just don't want to feel vulnerable anymore. I won't give up until Chris Harrison says, pack your bags and leave.
Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to another rose ceremony. Ladies, tonight you have voted for the one man you'd like to see leave Bachelor Pad. Gentlemen, you've done the same for the ladies. The one man, the one woman who received the most votes will be leaving tonight and will lose their chance to win $250,000. Ed, Chris, Rachel, Jacqueline, the four of you already have roses, nothing to worry about. As for the rest of you, 8 roses to hand out. If I call your name, please step forward and accept a rose. That means you are safe. If you do not hear your name, you'll be leaving Bachelor Pad immediately.
I think Chris is an absolute fool for throwing my name on the chopping block. It's all about Chris. Oh, he's being very selfish. Very selfish. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. If I'm here tomorrow, I'm gonna donkey punch him in the throat.
Ed and Jacqueline, you two won the competition this week. Please come forward, do the honors of handing out the roses.
If I could say one thing to Blakely right now, I would say, nice knowing you.
I wish you all the best, and if you're ready, we'll get started. Sarah.
Accept this rose.
Kaylin.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Lindsay.
Congratulations.
Michael. Erica.
Congrats.
Tony. Ladies, gentlemen, these are the final roses tonight. Nick, David, Blakely, Jamie, the four of you do not have roses. The next two names I call out, you are safe, step forward and accept a rose. If you do not hear your name, you'll be leaving Bachelor Pad immediately. Good luck. Nick. Blakely. Jamie, David, I'm sorry. Take a moment, say your goodbyes.
My two best friends in the house lied to me. Ed and Kaylin lied directly to my face. I thought I can trust them the most, but now it's like, I don't trust anybody.
I don't know why he didn't trust in our alliance. I know they've got my back 100% and they trust me more than they trust Chris. Now he has definitely made his bed, so he has to lie in it.
Good luck with everything. Yeah, it's all good. And as for you, I think you're crazy. I think what you do to these girls is not okay.
What did I do to the girls?
I just think everything that you do to these
You know
girls
that
is
I
not
just
okay.
trying my ass off to keep you here tonight. You're saying that right now? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Well,
Ridiculous. You're saying real bad things right now that you're gonna regret.
no, I'm not
For no
gonna regret
reason.
it. I think you're gonna regret your actions because
What?
you think
Like
that
me busting your ass to try to keep you here tonight? Yeah, really good. Anyway.
See you later.
Chris has been going around starting a lot of little fires in girls' pants. And you play with fire, you get burned. This week, he got burned. Now, next week, man, yeah, he's in trouble. I can almost guarantee you if he doesn't win the challenge, he'll go home.
I'm gonna miss it. I miss it.
As a fan, I've seen 100 people leave that house from this limo. And now I'm one of those people. And it's incredible to be here and to have been there and to experience all that. I was the last fan standing, and I wouldn't have done one thing differently. I did everything I could. You know, the the odds stacked against me, and you know, it was a tough game to play. Oh man, there's nothing like being there. It's incredible. I really did not deserve this experience, and I got to have it. And you know, leaving the house is probably the saddest thing I'll ever do. But as a fan, this may have been the greatest 4 weeks of my life.
It was so uncomfortable in that house. Like, nowhere to turn. And then to have, you know, to care for someone, and then to have him just like to treat you that way, you know. It definitely wasn't pleasant. I have very little respect for people who are left there. I really don't. I mean, Chris especially. He thinks he's just something else, and he's not. Just remind you that you can really trust no one. It's sad. hoping to find love. I definitely let emotion get in the way, you know, and then I definitely got used, and that is so draining. That's so hurtful, and it definitely took my focus away. I really thought that I had a great chance of winning this. I really did. I do feel like such a failure that I had this opportunity and I didn't succeed.
Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for all of you who have definitely gained a lot of my trust.
I can't believe that Blakely is still here. Blakely is very emotional. She's a ticking time bomb, and she is not easy to manage. So that means, you know, moving forward, I'm gonna have a target on my back.
Here's to another week, great challenges, more bonding, and more drinking. Here you go.
Cheers. Next week on Bachelor Pad.
It's the teacup challenge, like not, what is this, Cinderella? Cup! We're watching the girls, and they are doing awful.
This is impossible.
Love it, so good. Nice.
Lindsay's out again. Do not give up, ladies.
They can't stack more than 4 or 5 cups. No one's gonna win this thing.
When I look in Lindsay's eyes, I see a woman who's gonna allow me to be myself and not have to apologize for that. I mean, I never in a million years thought I would find this.
Being here tonight with Rachel feels like falling in love.
I'm having those feelings that I recognize of, you know, in past times when I have fallen in love.
Finding you is the most pleasant surprise I could have ever dreamed of, and I cannot get enough of you.
Don't lie to me.
I tell you what you need to hear. You're a loose cannon.
My 2 best friends in the house lied to me. That hurts, big time.
Relationships are just tarnished, man. Trust is gone.
You will not dictate what I do, but I
hear you, dude.
You don't
have to scream
but
at
you're
me.
not dictating
I'm a
what I
grown-ass
do.
man. Today is my worst nightmare.
I am way too old to put up with this.
It is the worst thing that can possibly happen to me right now.
It's time to shake things up here at Bachelor Pad.
Game is stupid.
Do not believe anything that he says.
If I go home, I'm taking him home.
We are making Bachelor Pad history right now.
I'm taking this house down.
I hate this.
It's all next week on Bachelor Pad.
You have to wrap this soon because I didn't hear it.
Ready? I'll just do it right now. Here we go. Here comes a rhyme from a previous champ. It's gonna be as entertaining as Ed getting up the ramp. And I don't have to say it because you all know it. I'm not a rapper, just a lyrical poet. Enough with the prologue, let's get into the verse. Night 1, we all spent figuring out which twin was worse. Let's move on to more of the cast. Pick a previous challenge. Erica Rose got last. But what she lacks on challenge days, she makes up with wit. And the only thing worse than seeing Sarah naked was listening to her have sex with Ed and hearing him fake it. They say lady in the street, freak in the bed. Sarah's a freak in the street and a freak in the bed. I'm serious, she literally headbutted Ed. And speaking of butt heads, let's flip script on to Chris. Treating women with respect was a lesson he missed. Are there any girls in the house he hasn't kissed? I seriously doubt that. If it was a female, he'd make out with the rat.